Well, that could have been a lot better. Karate Kid Legends is now playing in theaters, and I was able to watch it. And by the intro, yes, it was a bit disappointing, but let's dive into it. Now let's just say Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan are the best part of this film. Now, although we don't see them a lot, I will dive into that later, they're still the best part of the film. Because just Ralph Macchio alone is the Karate Kid. So it's just nice seeing his face back in the Karate Kid franchise. Although we got a lot of him in Cobra Kai, it's just nice to see him in this movie. And Jackie Chan is back, and he is still fun. He's still a fun character to have on screen, and just their interaction together is also fun. And I like how we're connecting these two worlds together. The reboot and the original film are now colliding, and we have this movie. And the new lead stars in here, I do think are a solid pick for the next phases of Karate Kid. Now, chances are we're probably not going to get a sequel off of this movie, but if we did, I will not mind following these faces. I want to see these characters again because I liked what they did with these characters when it comes to like the pizzeria storyline or just the face of the Karate Kid. I liked his character. I like these characters that they introduced, and I want to see more of them. And this movie very much follows the classic story or formula. Now, that might throw a lot of people off because they want something new, but I like that underdog story. That's why I like Cobra Kai Season 1, 2 so well. That's why I like the original film so well. It's because I like the underdog storyline. And we get more of it in here. It's a little different. They introduce a new plot line that's a little different, but we still have that underdog story in here. And I always enjoy that storyline, so it's just nice seeing it in here. And this movie is just an enjoyable, fun time. If you ignore all the problems in this movie, you can have an enjoyable time. The overall movie is enjoyable, but it has problems. But real quick, if you want to help me reach my goal of 1K by the end of the year, consider hitting that subscribe button, and let's continue. Now, the biggest problem of this movie is that it is very much chopped together. It is very rushed and chopped together. Chopped in the way like the SSU, which is not a good example you want to do. The SSU, for those who don't know, is the Sony Spider-Man villain universe. Madam Web, Morbius, Kraven the Hunter, Venom, although that's the best one out of all of them. Chopped together films only made for money. That's what this movie feels like. It's very much chopped together. We're at like certain scenes for like only a minute, and then other plot lines are just completely rushed over. I'll dive into that. And the overall movie just feels like it's being held together by like duct tape. By just these little scenes are just smushing together to make this movie. Like I said, it's still enjoyable, but this is a big problem throughout the entire movie, especially the rush storyline. Ralph Macchio, Daniel LaRusso, everything you see of him in the trailers is in the last 15 minutes of the film. He doesn't show up until the last 20 minutes of the film. Everything you see in the trailers is everything you see of him in the movie. Essentially Red Hulk, but Karate Kid. We needed more of him, and it feels like we're just rushing through him. He's introduced, next thing we know we have a whole montage of them just training together, and then he doesn't have a role anymore in the entire movie. He was completely rushed over. It functions as if they had an entire 30-minute plan for his character. It's almost like they went through multiple reshoots and multiple rewrites, and then eventually just trimmed out half his scenes in the final product. Just like the SSU would. It's not surprising because this is Sony. They can do that, but Sony also has some great Spider-Man films, so that's where it gets confusing. It just very much feels like Karate Kid got the SSU treatment. It's just trying to do so much in under 2 hours that it just doesn't work and feels completely rushed and chopped together. And the studio knows that. That's why the story works, the movie is a fun, enjoyable time, but it feels like an SSU movie and is basically being held together on duct tape and is chopped and rushed throughout the entire movie. You can enjoy it, there's enjoyments out of it if you ignore everything I just mentioned about the problems and just go into the movie only expecting a fun time. You'll get that, but nothing you need to rush to the theaters for. You can wait to stream it, you can wait to rent it. Nothing you need to rush to go see. If you like this video, maybe leave those on the side that interests you too. Like, subscribe, see you guys next time. Goodbye.